For fire makes no city looks so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
That was a bit of water. Hey everyone, I'm glad you can join me on this shitty rainy day. I hope you enjoyed that cold start and that little bit of revving. There was water in my exhaust, had to come out. She sounded a bit funny. We got that water out of there real quick. We're gonna start driving, and today I'm gonna talk to you about, is an F-250 a good first vehicle for like a young person or someone who's learning how to drive? Because it can go both ways. Let's hit the road. There's a few different ways you can look at it. Look at it from a safety perspective. Man, I'm thirsty. And say, well, what is safer than an 8,000-pound truck? I mean, the only real danger out there is, well, getting hit by a semi or something. I mean, they're pretty safe when it comes to impacts. The drunk driver in that in the Toyota Corolla, yeah, he's losing this one. And another thing is, well, with these big trucks, a lot of problems with young drivers, and yes, I'm young, but I can handle myself, I guess. Speed. A lot of people want to just go fast all the time. A lot of the times it's done in the wrong place at the wrong time, and accidents prevail from this. The thing with a big truck, especially the diesels, is they're not fast. They accelerate well, but to keep them up at higher speeds, you're working them pretty hard. They're safe, most of them. They got all the airbags. From like the 2000s and up, they have all the airbags, they have ABS. Speaking of safety, let's put on the seatbelt. So in terms of safety, these are pretty safe vehicles. You know, to all those parents out there who just want their kids to have something safe to drive around. I mean, with size, safety amenities, yeah, safety, and just the type of vehicle they are. They're not the type of vehicle to go racing through a back road. Oh, you're doing 120. Oh, you missed the corner, and oh, you're in a ditch. You won't really do that with this kind of truck because you know it handles like a beached whale. See how fast that thing can take a corner. So that's an argument to the good of having a large truck, a half-ton, three-quarter-ton, or 1-ton as the first vehicle. An argument against having the F-250 is maintenance cost. To own and maintain an F-250 is not a cheap endeavor. I would know, especially when you're talking about a diesel truck, which, I mean, is really what we're talking about here. Even the gas ones, they have big motors. Oil changes are a bit more expensive. Oil change for me, Canadian, runs about $180 done myself. Done by a shop, you're looking at probably a couple $100, $210, somewhere around there. They're not cheap. Tires for these trucks, they're bigger tires, so you're generally looking at more money just for a tire change. Parts, stuff like that, diesel parts are pretty, well, they're relatively expensive. they'll run you up a good buck. You have fuel filters with newer trucks. You have DPFs if they're still on there. Some have turbo issues. Simple as this: you can go buy a $20,000 truck, a diesel, and then a week later you have to buy a $20,000 turbo and motor for it. That's how it works with these trucks. Maintenance with these is a pretty iffy subject. Some are perfect, some are nothing but a money pit. An argument for the good, and this really goes out to those parents. So the younger people that are watching this, show this part of the video to your parents if you want a truck. The thing with F-250s and big trucks in general, they teach a lot of... Now, what I find, and this is my theory to it, they teach a lot of responsibility. You buy a teenager a $1,000 beater car, and this is how long it'll last them. Those cars, they're so easy to... What the hell? I have a dog chasing me. You're not scary, buddy. You're too small. It's a weird dog. I know who owns it, small community stuff. Where was I? Someone, a cheap car, they're not gonna care about it. Oh, you hit another car. Well, just hit and run because, well, you don't care about yours and your insurance is gonna go sky high. People won't tend to care about it so much as something a bit bigger, something that they have to work on themselves. You know, something that they have to learn about, take care of. I mean, it depends too with each individual, but for the most cases, these trucks will teach responsibility. If you're a teenager that wants to save money and do your own maintenance and just take care of it, you want something, or you want something that you want to be proud in, something good, reliable, and that'll open up different possibilities in the future, then, you know, I think those are the right reasons to get a large truck for your first vehicle. For me, it's taught responsibility where this is an expensive truck for me, but this goes for any diesel. If you want a diesel and if you want it to last you a long time, if you want to keep it for a long time, then you want something that, well, you're going to want to take care of it. You're going to want to keep the oil changed. You're going to want to keep your filters good, your air filters. You're going to want to wash it, you know, oil it, grease it, whatever needs to be done, clean it. It's going to teach you a lot more about owning a vehicle than owning a $1,000 car that really doesn't matter what you do to it. It's going to keep going for a few years and then it's going to be worth absolutely nothing. That's why I think that these trucks teach responsibility. Trucks make for better drivers. It's a good way to learn, you know, where your vehicle is. They're big, you got to be a bit overprotective, overcautious. Then when you get another vehicle, well, it's so easy to drive because everything else that you're driving is smaller. When you're in a big truck, it doesn't stop as quick. They stop pretty quick, but not as quick as a car or a smaller truck. They don't accelerate as quick, they don't handle as good, just generally they're bigger and bulkier, so you tend to drive slower and a bit more cautious. Then when you get into a car, especially something with a bit more performance, you're going to see that when you get a smaller vehicle, that you're a lot more cautious, you're able to deal with obstacles that come up. Things are a lot less dangerous. Things are a lot less dangerous because, well, you know where the boundaries are, you know where your vehicle is, and you can, after learning how to handle an 8,000 pound truck, you can handle anything pretty well. So, as I mentioned before, this truck is quite sizable. I mean, driving this is like driving around a small shed. General driving, taking turns, it can be a bit more stressful, and I guarantee you it's quite a bit more difficult. Not even including the mirrors. It's a big truck. To our next topic. Back in the truck. So what's this other thing that I want to talk about? Well, it's practicality. To the parents, if you have a truck or a large van or a trailer, you'll never have your kid step out of his Honda Civic and say, "Oh, can I borrow your truck? I need to pick up A, X, Y, and B." Practicality allows for your child to pick up what he needs. Go get stuff. It also allows him to do stuff for you. If you need something moved, well, he has a truck. He can do it. You won't find a much more practical vehicle than a pickup truck. The very last thing that I wanted to talk about was the financial aspect of it. There's a problem and there is a benefit. Diesels or larger trucks, gas ones are a bit better, but these trucks in general are not cheap. There are trucks from the 2000s, for example, a 7.3 liter, that still run about $10,000, $11,000, $12,000. That's crazy. It's almost 20 years old and it's still worth almost $10,000. What? But to buy one of those, even if it's 10 plus years, you're still looking at a $14,000 to $18,000 investment. And it's not an investment. It's still a vehicle. It's going to depreciate no matter what you do. They're expensive vehicles to buy. But if you're just trying to convince your parents that you'll save up for one, you'll buy it yourself, and that it's a good vehicle for you, then by all means, go get one if you can afford it. I can almost guarantee you that something's going to happen to it. Big or small, something's going to happen to it. Alright, however, on the other hand, you can buy a $6,000 car and a few years later, it'll be worth $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 at the most. The thing with these diesels is they keep their value. They last longer, they're more sought after than a gas truck. If you buy a gas truck, you're going to lose as well. But diesels in particular keep their value very well. But a lot of it has to do with location. You might be able to, depending in the best case scenario, and this probably won't happen, but it is possible, you buy a truck somewhere for $13,000, you might be able to sell it for $13,000 next year or the year after, possibly in 3 years, depending on where you buy it from and where you take it to sell it. Anyways, guys, I hope that clears some things up as to whether or not you should buy a big truck like this as your first vehicle. There's definitely ups, there's definitely downs, but really it depends on who you are, what you're looking for, what you're doing, and of course money. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it at the very least. Check out my Instagram, kbdanger.youtube. Some interesting stuff there. Make sure you're subscribed to see more stuff like this in the future. I look forward to making a lot more videos. Anyways, if you like my videos, you know what to do, you know the drill. I'm not going to tell you again. You guys have a good day.